Hello everyone, this is Xanasham and this is part 22 of the Let's Play. We are in Western Plaguelands now and we are completing quests for the Northridge Lumber Mill, or Lumber Camp, and we're now killing 12 rabid foxes because apparently they've gone rabid and they're hurting our cause here, they're killing things, and yeah, it's not a good idea to have rabid foxes running around. The other quest that I didn't really explain in the previous video was to scare spiders. All you had to do was jump on one of the Mustangs and use its ability just to scare spiders around the place. There was no real reason behind it other than that, but yes, it's kind of enjoyable to scare spiders, to be honest. After you complete these rabid fox quests, you just have to hand them back in at the Northridge Lumber Camp. There's not really much to say about the quest, that was just a standard kill quest. You hand them in, and apparently we're going to be dealing with some gnolls now. The gnolls have been stealing supplies from the Northridge Lumber Mill, and apparently they might be planning an attack. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be... Well, first off, the quest first here is we have to lure 10 Northridge spiders to Lumber Mill in order to kill them. I don't know why we couldn't have just gone out and killed them, because it seems like a ridiculously obtuse... Well, it's like a ridiculously long way around doing it. Like, instead of us going here and killing these spiders relatively quickly, we have to get them all the way to the lumber camp and then kill them with the guards. It's ridiculously... There's no real point to it. It's arbitrary. What the hell's the reason for doing this? But yes, someone else was doing it at the same time as me, and I am sorry if that person is watching, for it almost certainly she is not, or he is not. Most likely it's a he, come on, it's quite obvious it was a he. I was stealing some of his mobs just because it was right next to it, which wasn't something I was planning, but somehow it happened. Which isn't very nice whatsoever when someone's stealing a quest credit, especially in a quest that's quite long and isn't that fun, actually. I think this quest was actually poorly optimized in order for questing. Someone should have really looked into this and made it slightly more fun, because it feels like a herding minigame and it's not a particularly useful or fun herding minigame, because they kind of like go all over the place, and this game isn't really... The game and the way it's structured really doesn't work for herding minigames that well whatsoever. The quest we got here is we have to collect 10 of the Northridge lumber the gnolls have been stealing, and then we need to kill the gnolls and then pick up their items, because apparently the point of this quest is we have to collect their weaponry in order to stop them from attacking us, but it seems to be ridiculous the way we're doing it, because we're actually killing them and picking the weapons off their bodies. So we're not really stealing their weapons, it's more like dealing with the threat, and just in case they somehow reanimate from the dead, we take their weapons away so they can't attack us a second time. Because if they didn't really hate us before, they hate us now that we decided to kill them in a act of aggression before we've actually really done it. Well, they did steal some lumber, but come on, they need some lumber. They're living in freaking cloth huts. They need some building material, and I don't think they're very capable of actually building them themselves. The talent we got here, I think we get True Shot Aura. True Shot Aura is an upgrade for attack bonus that affects your entire party group, but increases everyone's attack. I'm not sure if it actually helps you, for if it didn't, I think that would be kind of ridiculous. I think it actually upgrades yourself when you have it on as well. Or is it just like when you have it on as well. Well, now we're in the new Hearthglen, which used to be a Scarlet Crusade area, now it's been taken over the Argent Dawn, and now it's the home place of High Lord Tyrion Fordring, who you only get to talk to for like 5 seconds and then bids you farewell. The quests we're going to be doing are actually going to be doing for Daria Lorraine, who's a night elf who tells you to go and find out what's happening with the Red Pine looters in the guard tower south of Hearthglen. First off, we have to train some Hearthglen trainees. We have to fight 7 of them and take them down a peg. Apparently, what actually happened here is there's a miscommunication. The lieutenant thought that we were the undead that was sent in order to train the troops, but apparently we're just some random undead. Well, not just apparently, it's kind of obvious we're just some random undead. But because we did the job, we already did the job, the guy gives us some money anyway. Though I'm pretty sure that the new undead that actually comes to actually collect and actually come and do this work is going to be pretty peeved off. It had to come all this way from Tristful Glades to train the High Lord, the to train the Argent Dawn trainees, and when it comes here it finds out that the job's already been done. I would be pretty pissed off, to be honest, and didn't actually get any money from it. Yes, and what was in there was just a spider, but you just have to hand the quest in, because apparently that's another quest that the undead was supposed to do, would deal with the spider inside that mine. None of the Argent Dawn were willing to actually go in there. To be honest, I don't blame them. It's a freaking gigantic bulbous green spider. I would particularly not be happy trying to go in there to kill it myself. But now we're doing the quest regarding the Red Pine Looters. The Red Pine Looters are in this guard tower here. You just have to kill 10 of them, and they're found all over the place. They've only got like 1,000 HP, so they get killed incredibly quickly. Apparently the biggest threat the Argent Dawn have to face in Western Plaguelands are gnolls. Kind of a step down from the Scourge, in my honest opinion, but I don't know. Gnolls have got this seedy plan to take over the world. I mean, Hogger has been lying in wait. I mean, people think they've killed Hogger, but Hogger can't be killed. He just has 100 million lives, and every single time you beat him down, he just becomes stronger. The more you beat him down, the stronger he comes back. A la Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. I just did a Dragon Ball Z reference for no apparent reason. Yes, Hogger is the Vegeta of World of Warcraft. That's a terrible reference. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, the quest we got here is Maldfang. He's the leader of the gnolls in this area. Apparently, this has led to some sort of acts of treason within the Argent Dawn ranks, because the gnolls have been taught necromancy, and there's no real reason how they could have learnt this, unless there's someone in Hearthglen that has been teaching it. So the quest we've got to do here is we've got to find out from each of these informants into have there been any sort of suspicious activity from anybody they've seen over the past few days. What we learn from the various sources, i.e. the priest, the blacksmith, the outfitter, the other blacksmith, I think it was the other blacksmith, the tailor, is apparently there was this Magus Birth who was buying quite a lot of weird items that he didn't have anything to account for. To be honest, if he's doing all the suspicious activity, I don't know why they aren't more suspicious of him, because he isn't giving a reason what he's doing. But once you actually accuse him, he decides to attack you. He's a very weak mage, you just have to run around the area. Then you kill him, but apparently in Hearthglen, it is actually against the law, even in self-defense, to kill someone, and so we have to go and talk to High Lord Tyrion Fordring in order to learn whether we are pardoned for this heinous action. And what happens? High Lord Tyrion Fordring thanks you for dealing with the traitorous scum inside his own ranks. So I don't know what was the reason there. We were so frightened that we would get into trouble for killing someone who was quite clearly evil, or at least an agent against the forces of Hearthglen. Now, after we've completed this quest, we then decide, instead of doing more quests for the Argent Dawn and Cenarian Circle, we're going to be finishing the rest of the questing in Andoral. Now, what we got here is we have to collect. We get a few quests. We have to slay 15 Andoral defenders, slay 3 Andoral force commanders. These are just standard kill quests. And then the farmers' militia. Apparently the farmers are going to their deaths. They're being slaughtered en masse here, attacking open gut behemoths. And you just have to summon this Ebon Gargoyle to pick them up. But to be honest, I don't really understand the reason for doing that, because it quite clearly shows that those what's they called? Those abominations are quite clearly dealing with the threat, and I use the word threat very lightly there, or I use it in air quotes more like, because the farmers just getting slaughtered. Who in their right mind would think, oh my god, there's an abomination there, it is elite mob. I am a mob with 800 HP, but I have a pitchfork. We will kill them so easily. But then the behemoths just kill 4 of them in one cleave, and it's maybe this was a bad plan, but they don't really feel like it's any sort of. It feels like a terrible situation all around. They've just the Alliance forces are just terminally stupid. Yes, I think the questing for the Alliance is actually quite similar in regards to the kill quest. You just change the Alliance Force Commanders to the Forsaken War Captain and the Forsaken Death Guards. I think a lot of the questing is actually mirrored in the Alliance / Undead differences. Though probably there'll be a few different quests, i.e. the Alliance will be more goody two shoes, while the Undead will be more like, we must kill them and resurrect them as more Forsaken. Wahaha. And that's the end of the questing, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next episode of the Let's Play. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in... Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for if you want to like the video, please like. If you want to comment, please comment. And if you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you want to follow me on Twitter, there's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Peace out.